Hey YouTube, this is Joachim Comic Center, and this is my graphic novel collection for summer 2015. So it's been over a year now since I did an update, and a lot of things have changed within the collection. I've traded away a lot of paperbacks for hardcover editions, and also started reading a lot of new titles actually since last time. And what you see in front of you now is most of the DC collection. This is just a quick overview. And the Marvel collection right over there. So these are the two main shelves that are in the bedroom. And I'm also gonna show you the trade paperbacks that I keep in my closet, my reading books, the ones without pictures in them, because there are some comic book related content within that collection, and also my independent comic book hardcover collection that is sitting in the living room right now. So this is what you have to look forward in this video. Hope you'll stay and enjoy, and let's start with the collection. So first of all, I want to start off with my reading books so we can get into the really nice stuff and keep that for last. So to your left, you can see the Super Gods, Our World in the Age of a Superhero, written by Grant Morrison, which is a really good book. If you've seen most of the comic book documentaries, you kind of get a sense of that within reading the book, and also it's like a self-biography of Grant Morrison's life within the comic book industry. So yeah, I recommend that to all the Morrison fans out there. And to the right of that book, we have the Marvel Comics Untold Story by Sean Ho. And next to that, we have Hunger Games trilogy, and also the two Death Note novels, the Los Angeles BB Murder Cases and El Change the World. And next to that is the Swedish printing of Harry Potter in those 7 inbounds books. And the last of the book collection is my Assassin's Creed pocketbook collection, with all the way from Renaissance up till Assassin's Creed Unity. So basically within each main game that they release a new novel, all written by Oliver Bowden. Okay, so here we have the main 2 comic book shelves, which keeps the Marvel and DC, as I told you. And starting off, we have the complete Ultimate Spider-Man books, starting off with the Omnibus, and then going on from volume 4 up to volume 12, then Death of Ultimate Spider-Man, Spider-Man, and then I keep the Miles Morales hardcover next to them. And the 2 Stan Lee, John Romita, and Steve Ditko collections, and then we have Roger Stern and David Michelinie, Tom McFarlane, and then into these premiere hardcovers, the Death of Stacy's, Return of a Burglar, and Sinister Six. And it goes on over here with the Death of Jean DeWolf, Spider-Man Reign, and an old edition of Kraven Last Hunt. I don't know if it's first printing, but I haven't come upon this in many others collections, so yeah. And it's a weird shape too. You can see it's a lot shorter than the normal regular sized hardcover. Then we have the JMS Spider-Man, the Best of Spider-Man, volumes 1 to 5, and it's one of the greatest Spider-Man stories ever told, in my opinion. And then we have Spider-Man The Other, Evolve or Die, Spider-Man Civil War, Spider-Man Back in Black, both volumes there, and Spider-Man One More Day, which then started off the Brand New Day, volumes 1 to 3, and Kraven the Last Hunt, and basically all the stuff that the Spidey Brain Trust came out with in these premiere hardcovers And then, of course, we start off with Big Time, which is one of my favorite story arcs within the Dan Slott era. And of course, Spider Island, and moving down all the way up there to Dying Wish. And then we have Superior Spider-Man, oversized hardcover volumes 1 to 3, Spider-Verse, and Amazing Spider-Man Who Am I? And then some out of continuity books like Spider-Man Blue, Family Business. Then we go into my Avengers books, which is Endless Wartime, Rage of Ultron, and the New Avengers Omnibus by Bendis. And we also have Ultimate Comics Avengers by Miller, and some Ultimate events like Divided We Fall, United We Stand, and Cataclysm. Then we have the very small Iron Man collection, which is the Fraction Run, what was released in the oversized hardcovers, and Iron Man Extremis by Ellis. And then we have Daredevil by Mark Waid in the oversized hardcovers, volume 1 to 3. And Wolverine Origin. Next to that is Kick-Ass, Kick-Ass 2 Prelude with Hit Girl, Kick-Ass 2 and Kick-Ass 3. Then that's basically the Marvel stuff that I have in the hardcover collection. And moving on to DC, we start off with my 4 Absolute editions, and those are Batman Absolute Hush, Batman and Robin, and Superman Batman Volumes 1, and Batman Incorporated. And then as we go along, we have Batman Deluxe editions, Batman Hush Unwrapped, so I double dipped on that just because of Jim Lee art. Batman Unwrapped with Andy Kubert, which is basically all of Batman and Son, and some material from Whatever Happened to the Cape Crusader. Then we have Batman Unwrapped by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, so that's the first 2 volumes of Batman in the New 52, collecting the whole Court of Owls story arc in the main book. And Batman The Dark Knight Unwrapped by David Finch. And then we have Batman Noel, a great Elseworlds story tale of Charles Dickens' story told with Batman. Then we have Batman Deathblow, After the Fire, and Arkham Asylum, Living Hell, and next to that is Arkham Asylum by Grant Morrison. And then we have Batman Adventures Mad Love by Paul Dini, The Killing Joke, Batman Noir by Eduardo Rizzo. Let's see here, Batman The Dark Knight Golden Dawn, Whatever Happened to the Cape Crusader. Then going into the Morrison books, we have Batman Black Glove, Batman R.I.P., The Return of Bruce Wayne, and then Damian, Son of Batman by Andy Kubert. Batman Childs of Dreams by Kia Asamaya, and it's actually a manga book. The only Bat manga that I have is in this book, and it's a real good story actually. If you could find it, I definitely recommend you to pick it up. It reminds me a little of Iron Man animated series when Iron Man went to Japan, but still. Batman, a celebration of 75 years, and as well the Joker, a celebration of 75 years. And Joker by Brian Azzarello. Arkham City, basically a prelude book for the game. Batman Through the Looking Glass, and All-Star Batman and Robin. Batman Rules of Engagement, Batman Odyssey, Neil Adams. and Batman by Doug Minch and Kelly Jones. And can't really tell, but it's Batman Heart of Hush. And then Streets of Gotham, The House of Hush. The Resurrection of Ra's al Ghul. Batman Battle for the Cowl and Batman Eye of the Beholder. Time of the Batman, Batman Bruce Wayne The Road Home, and Batman and Robin Dark Knight vs. White Knight, which is from the same run as Grant Morrison's Batman and Robin, just that this wasn't collected in the Absolute because it's not Grant Morrison writing it. And over here we have my Batman Black Mirror, and starting off with the Justice League books, Justice League of America by Ed Benes, starting off with Tornado's Path all the way up to Justice League of America Omega. Then we have Cry for Justice, Rise and Fall, and the Infinite Crisis hardcover edition. And let's see if we can get it back there. And some Blackest Night tie-in books. I only bought the ones that weren't gonna be collected in the Green Lantern omnibus, so these are the Green Lantern Corps, Tale of the Corps, and Black Lantern Corps volumes 1 and 2, and Rise of the Black Lanterns tie-ins. Then into my Flash collection we have Flash Rebirth, Flash, The Dastardly Death of the Rogues, Road to Flashpoint, and Flashpoint. Then the DC Comics sequential art of Amanda Conner. Haven't read that yet, but looking forward to. And the deluxe size for Identity Crisis by Meltzer and Morales. The DC New Frontier by Darwin Cook. JLA Earth 2 Deluxe Edition by Morrison and Quitely. Superman Unchained by Snyder and Lee. And then we have my Earth 1 books. We have Batman Earth 1 Volume 1 and 2. There's 2 editions of Volume 2, but one of them is a damaged copy that I got replaced, so that's why. And the JMS Superman Earth 1 Volumes 1 to 3, great story. And Teen Titans Earth 1 Volume 1 by Jeff Lemire. Starting off with some omnibus from DC, we have my 2 Silver Age Green Lantern omnibus by Gil Kane. And going back over here we have most of my DC omnibus, Teen Titans, Jeff Johns, and Jeff Johns' JSA run volumes 1 to 3, the complete Jeff Johns Flash volumes, Infinite Crisis, Green Lantern by Jeff Johns, and Brightest Day Omnibus, Hawkman, and the DC 1 Million Omnibus by Grant Morrison. And then we go back into Batman. So we already went through some Batman books, but those were all prelude before the New 52 started, so I want to keep my New 52 books separate for now. That's how I do it, and that makes up this real nice road with how they choose to do the spine on all the New 52 books. So we have Batman, Court of Owls, the City of Owls, and of course the books that stands out, whether you like it or not, The Death of the Family, and Batman Zero Year, Secret City and Dark City, and Volume 6, Graveyard Shift. And Batman Robin, Volumes 1 to 5, oh, mistaken, Volumes 1 to 6. That's just because they started doing different spines now, so yeah, Batman Robin, Volumes 1 to 6. Detective Comics, Volumes 1 to 6, and the Batman The Dark Knight, Volumes 1 to 4, so that's the complete run of that. And the Gail Simone Batgirl run, so Volumes 1 to 5. Batman Superman volumes 1, 2, 3, and Superman Wonder Woman volume 1. And then all the crossover books within the DC titles: Batman, Night of Owls, and the Joker, Death of a Family, and DC Comics Zero Year. Then we go into the red labeled New 52 books, and to the left we start off with Earth 2 volumes 1 to 5, and The Flash volumes 1 to 6, and Justice League volumes 1 to 5, and Justice League of America volumes 1 to 2, and Justice League Trinity War and Forever Evil, and then last but not least, the Wonder Woman by Brian Azzarello and Cliff Chiang volumes 1 to 6. Great run of Wonder Woman. And then we have some miscellaneous books from DC, like the Heroes premium hardcovers, which collects the online series of the Heroes tie-ins that plays out between episodes of the series. So we have Watchmen by Alan Moore, and then we have my Dark Horse books, library editions of Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Art of the Animated Series, and then the 3 volumes following that is The Legend of Korra, Art of the Animated Series, Book 1, 2, and 3. And then we have the actual comic of Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Promise, The Search, and The Rift. And they are out doing a 4th one right now. And the last book on the shelf seeing here is Icons by Jim Lee, published by Titan Books. A book really every Jim Lee fan should get a hold of. And that's the main shelf. Now let's see what I have in my closet. Okay, so here are the books that can't fit in my main shelf, but still DC and Marvel content, and they are as follows. The Batman Gotham by Gaslight, it's right there in the left corner, it's almost non-existent, it's that small. And Batman Black Case book by, it's a book assembly of stories that inspired for Batman R.I.P., assembled by Grant Morrison. And then we have Batman Birth of a Demon, Batman the Man Who Laughs, the Jeff Loeb trilogy, Batman Haunted Night, The Long Halloween, and Dark Victory, Batman A Death in the Family by Starlin, and the Nightfall Saga. Then we have going to Cataclysm and No Man's Land volumes 1 to 4, Batman Bruce Wayne Murderer and Bruce Wayne Fugitive. And then there's some glare, but we can fix that. Batman Under the Red Hood by Winnick and Mankey, and the Red Hood The Lost Days, Batman Beyond Hush, Batman Beyond Industrial Revolution, Huntress Year 1, Green Lantern Green Arrow by O'Neill and Adams, Justice by Jim Kruger and Alex Ross, Kingdom Come by Mark Waid, Final Crisis by Grant Morrison, and what they have yet to publish in JLA, the Grant Morrison run, Mark Waid run, and Kelly Jones run in volumes 1 to 7. Then some Marvel books, Marvel Events Civil War in paperbacks, and Spider-Man Noir and Spider-Man Noir Eyes Without a Face. So that's it for the paperback collection, and now let's see what I have in the living room. So this is the bookshelf in the living room, and on top of it I have to the left the Death Note complete box set, which contains all the 12 volumes of the manga series, and as well as the 13th book, which is a companion of the series. And you can see the complete Smallville TV series there, standing over the 2 Six Gun volumes the deluxe versions that I don't think anyone keeps in the correct way in a bookshelf because they're just too damn huge. They're bigger than an DC Absolute. And yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man box set there. And right here under we have some Marvel Age books. We have Spider-Girl, Ant-Man, and Spider-Man. Then follows my girlfriend's manga collection of Inuyasha. Some Swedish volumes and some English versions there. Then Kyo, the Samurai, I believe it's a complete collection. And then starts off my manga collection, which is basically Yu-Gi-Oh! The 3-in-1 collections, volume 1 and 2. That's what's out right now. Yu-Gi-Oh! R, the complete collection, and Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, complete as well. You can see volume 8 and 9 there. And what's out of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds and Yu-Gi-Oh! 6-All. And then we have some bigger manga books, the High School of the Dead Omnibus volumes 1 and 2. And then starts off my Vertigo collection. And first of all, the 100 Bullets series by Brian Azzarello, Grant Morrison's Animal Man, Books of Magic by Neil Gaiman, Day Tripper, Brian Wood's DMZ, volumes 1 to 3, and Grant Morrison's Invisibles, volumes 1 to 3, and then the complete series of Why the Last Man by Brian K. Vaughan. And going down, we keep going with Garth Ennis, Preacher, volumes 1 to 5, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, volumes 1 to 2, and The Girl Who Played with Fire. And for the Vertigo paperbacks, there's only V for Vendetta. Then my very shy Star Wars collection, the Star Wars Darth Vader and the Ghost Prison, and a Star Wars Omnibus, which contains the complete saga of episodes 1 to 6, followed by the Dark Empire trilogy. Then we have the complete Lock and Key series, volumes 1 to 6, and followed by some paperbacks. Can't really tell if there's some focus there. We have The Pro, a very tiny trade by Garth Ennis and Amanda Connor, and Saga volume 4, and Comeback. And then there's the Spawn Compendium volume 1, and the 2 Walking Dead compendiums that's out for now. And on the last shelf, to the left, we have the Big Hard Sex Criminals by Fraction, the Shoe Omnivore editions, volumes 1 to 4 by Layman, and Grant Morrison's Happy, and then Invincible, volumes 1 to 4 and volumes 6 to 8. I am currently waiting for volume 5 to arrive at my doorstep any day now, so I can start reading this series. Then we have Lazarus, the first deluxe edition, and Manhattan Projects, and my favorite Image series right now must be Morning Glories. These are the first 3 deluxe editions that they've released. Then volumes 1 of Peter Panzerfaust, and the 2 volumes of Revival, and of course Saga volume 1. And the last book is Assassin's Creed, the Ankh of Isis trilogy. So that has been my graphic novel collection for the summer of 2015. I hope you liked it, hope you'll stay and watch some of my other videos on this channel, and as always, thank you for watching and see you in another video, guys. Bye bye.